Shivanand Sharma Memorial RV College, Video Lectures and ISR Initiative. SSM RV College, one of the premier institutes run by the prestigious RV group of institutions, has come up with a unique initiative to engage students at the time of this unforeseen medical emergency caused by corona outbreak. As a socially responsible institution, we would like to connect academically with students to make good the losses caused. In this connection, I, Rani Antony Raj, Department of BPE, has posted a video on the subject cost accounting, and the topic is overhead cost control. Part 1. Please watch the video till the end and like, share with your peer group and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Overhead cost control is the fourth chapter in cost accounting for 4th SEM BBA. Chapter outline. In this video, I am going to cover the topics introduction, importance of overhead expenses, classification of overheads, steps for overhead costing, element-wise classification of overheads. What do you mean by overheads? So in order to understand better, we'll glance once the elements of cost. Elements of cost has been classified into three categories: material cost, labor cost, expenses. Material cost further classified into two types: direct material, indirect material. Labor cost, it has been classified into two types: direct labor, indirect labor. Expenses classified into two types: direct expenses, indirect expenses. So, direct material, direct labor, direct expenses are called as prime cost. Indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses are called as overheads. So, overheads means it is indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses. So the meaning of overhead, it consists, it is the aggregate of indirect material, indirect labor and indirect expenses which cannot be identified. So this is known as overheads. Next, coming to the overhead expenses. So first one is that identification of indirect expenses. Now we came to know that what are indirect expenses. So direct expenses are the expenses which directly involve in the production unit. So that can be identified very easily. So whereas in indirect expenses they cannot be identified. So let's come to the coding and grouping of indirect expenses. Coding and grouping of indirect expenses are: now indirect expenses may be, for example, have taken as water or electricity. So when you take a water or electricity, so first we need to find out if it belongs to a production department or it belongs to a service department. Or after identification, we have to coding and grouping has to be done. That is known as the second importance of overhead expenses. Next, coming to the third one, allocation and apportion of expenses between production and service department. Allocation means which can be identified very easily. It is known as allocation. Apportion means which cannot be identified very easily. So in the next slide, I'll be explaining very detailed about this allocation and apportionment. Next, we'll come to the fourth one, that is cost control. Cost control is a very important in overhead expenses. So you have to find out what are the expenses, that is you need to prioritize your expenses, which is very important and which can be avoided. Only then you can do the cost control. Next one, that is budgetary control. Budgetary control is nothing but you need to forecast the expenses which is coming in the future. That is known as budgetary control. When you better management decision. So all these overhead expenses which helps in a smooth functioning of a organization. That is known as better management decision. So next we'll move on to a very important, that is classification of overheads. So classification of overheads are classified into three categories, that is function wise classification of overheads, element wise classification of overhead, behavior wise classification of overheads. So function wise classification of overheads are production overhead, administration overhead, selling and distribution overheads. When you come to element wise, indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses. Then when you come to the behavior wise classification, fixed overheads, variable overheads, semi-variable overheads. Now come to the first one, that is production overhead. So production overhead, it's also known as factory overheads or a manufacturing overheads. So these are the indirect cost incurred for manufacturing or production activity in a factory. For example, repairs and maintenance of a plant, storage expenses or factory lighting, all this comes under production overhead. So next one is administration overheads. Administration overheads or a office, it is also known as office overheads. So this refers to the expenses incurred to run and maintain the office and to administer the business. For example, now salaries paid to a management personnel, accounting expenses, all this comes under administration expenses. Next, last one is selling and distribution overhead. Selling and distribution overhead, it refers to the expenses incurred to market the goods and services. For example, that is advertisement expenses, salaries of a salesman salary, then salaries to a marketing personnel, all these are the selling and distribution overheads. So next we will come to the element wise classification of overheads. Element wise, first one is indirect material. We have already learned this indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses in the previous slide itself. So once I'll glance this and we'll move on to a next slide. So indirect material, it is nothing but the indirectly which are involved in a production process. It may be a cotton, waste or a lubricants, all this comes under the indirect material. When you come to the indirect labor, indirect labors means the wages paid to a loading and unloading of a material or wages paid to a maintenance personnel, supervisor's salary, all this comes under indirect labor. When you come to the indirect expenses, so indirect expenses are the depreciation or advertisement expenses, all these are the indirect expenses. Next we'll move on to a behavior wise classification of overheads. So behavior wise classification of overheads, it is the fixed overheads. Now fixed overheads means refers to the cost which remains the same in total but varies inversely per unit with production, which is nothing but, for example, if you take the rent of any one factory. So if you take the rent will be fixed. For example, if you are paying 10,000 as a rent every month, that is fixed irrespective of the units you have produced. So that is known as fixed overheads. If you are producing 1000 units, you will be paying only 10,000. If you are producing 1 lakh units also, you will be paying 10,000. That is known as fixed overheads. Next, when you come to the variable overhead, which means that varies according to a per unit. So it is known as variable overhead, which means that, for example, in order to produce a mask, I need 1 meter of material. In order to produce 50 masks, I need 5 meters of material. So it varies according to a production. So that is known as variable cost. Next, when you mean variable cost, semi-variable means which is partially variable and partially fixed. For example, electricity bill or internet bills, water bills, all this comes under semi-variable cost. Next is steps in distribution of overhead. Steps 1 is collection of overheads under separate headings. Collection of overheads means the organization, there will be different departments will be there. Administration department will be, production department and distribution overheads department will be there. So what are the overheads? That means overheads means it is the expenses which has been incurred by a different departments that has to be collected. That is known as collection of overhead under separate heading. Second, allocation and apportionment to production department and reapportionment of total overhead of each service department. So these are the two headings where we will be working out the problems on primary distribution and secondary distribution. Next one is absorption of overhead. Absorption of overheads, it is nothing but the direct wages. Next, allocation of overheads, apportionment of overheads. Allocation of overheads means, so allocation means which can be easily identified. So they are known as allocation of overheads. For example, I purchased a raw material. So when I purchase the raw material, have to give to a production department, which means that it is easily identified. That is, indirect cost belong to one department only, charging full cost specific department. We know that when I purchase a raw material, it belongs to a production department, which can be easily identified. That is known as allocation of overheads. Then second one is the apportionment of overhead. Apportionment means what? Which cannot be identified easily. For example, if it is electricity bill or a water bill, so I cannot easily identify it, whether it belongs to a production department or this department. I cannot easily identify it. So what is that? It is a process of dividing total indirect cost among departments on suitable equitable basis, which means that I have to divide particular expenses according to the department wise. That is known as apportionment of overhead. So this is very important, where we will be working out the problem based on this. This is the element wise classification of overheads, the common item of production overheads. Production overheads is nothing but the production expenses, on based on which the apportionment. Apportionment means what? Which cannot be identified easily, but what we need to do, we have to apportion it. That means it should be equally distributed. Expenses has to be equally distributed to a different department. So that is known as apportionment. Here they have given that common items: factory rents, repairs, insurance, depreciation, lighting and heating, fire, air conditions. If these are the common items which has been given there, so this has to be apportioned according to the floor area occupied, according to the floor area. Next is repair and maintenance and plant and machinery, insurance, depreciation and insurance stock will be apportionate according to the capital cost of plant and machinery or a capital value. Next, third one is general overheads. So it will be according to the direct labor hours or under the direct wages. Next, fourth one is supervision, canteen, fringe benefits. Fringe benefits is nothing but it is a extra benefits given to the employees. It will be according to the number of workers. Fifth one is compensation to workers, employees, insurance contribution, provident fund. It will be according to a direct wages. Stores keeping expenses according to a value of direct material, and material handling charges, stores overhead. It will be according to the weight of material or a value of material. Lighting and heating, it will be according to how many light points are there or floor area occupied. And last one is electric power. It will be horsepower of machines or a machine hour. So these are the elements which can be classified according to the overheads. In my next video, I will be explaining how to solve the problem under primary distribution method and secondary distribution method. Thank you for watching.